So let's talk about your 2019 strategies because we're almost there. So this is what your 2019 marketing strategy needs to be about. The first thing that you need to know is that $80 billion, that's with a B, $80 billion right now is spent on commercials. All the big brands, Office Depot, Unilever, you name them, all the big brands, they're spending $80 billion in commercials, which you and I don't watch. I ask you, do you skip on every single commercial? You do. And in the US, we have the DVR where you can record your shows, and we systematically skip on the commercial. So they're spending $80 billion on stupid stuff that nobody cares about. And they're going to figure out one point or another, they're going to start respecting Facebook. And the second they do, it's going to change the game for all of us. Because right now, Facebook is cheap. It's really, really cheap. It's probably the cheapest tool that you can use to engage, educate people out there. It's just really cheap. You can basically spend in the United States about $8 to $9 on 1,000 views. That's about roughly what you get. Some it's $5, some it's a little bit more than that, but approximately 8 to 9. But I'm going to tell you something that very soon is going to be $30 to $40 per 1,000 views. And I wouldn't be surprised that if it went up for very competitive keyword and being in the 100 to 200. I can tell you right now that 5 years from now, you'll be talking to people, young kids coming into your marketing agency, and you're going to tell them, we used to be able to spend $8 per 1,000 views. And they'll be like, what? Yeah, that's basically what it costs you right now. But the second they stop spending that stupid money on commercial, because right now they're not. They're still spending $80 billion. They're going to come and spend that money on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and LinkedIn. And the second they do that, it's not going to be $8 and $9. It's going to be more like $100 to $200 per 1,000 views. So do it now. Like, get on the bandwagon now. Take advantage of it now. Every single one of us should be spending $50 to $100 a week on ads. That's really like, I talk to every business owner. If you're not spending $50 to $100 a week on ads on Facebook, you're missing the biggest opportunity. And it's not going to last forever, because right now with $50 to $100, you can have several thousand people seeing your stuff. And that's really something you need to take advantage like right now. You need to go back to your office and say, we need to start spending money. Get some educational content, some entertaining content, put it out there, put it for $50, and you'll be doing great. Be patient. The lack of patience is palpable out there. Too many people want results. I go to clients and I say, they say, well, we want to grow. We want to, we really want to take advantage of that Facebook marketing, and I need the phone to ring. And I'm like, that's the wrong approach. Facebook is about being patient. It's about creating an audience, and that doesn't happen overnight. So be patient. Remember, Facebook marketing is about patience. Social messaging app, that's something I want all you to think about. That social messaging apps are on track to own 75% of the messaging world. 75%. If I actually call my daughter, she's 17 years old, right? If I call her, she's annoyed. I'm like, it's a phone. It's a phone. That's what it's for. It's like, hello? She's like, well, text me. That's what it's coming. And I think we're going to be all using messaging app on Messenger and instant message me on Instagram. And I have people instant messaging me on YouTube now. It's just really, this is what it's about. So I want you to pay attention to it. And I think that what we're going to see is that Messenger is going to be the new customer service. This is what people are going to go. They're going to go to a Facebook page of a company, and they're going to expect someone to talk to them right now. KLM, which is a huge airline in Northern Europe, in Holland, I believe they're out of, they have a full-time crew of 40 people on messaging. Yeah, because if you have a problem with your ticket, you want help now. Not in an hour, not in 3 hours. You want help now. So if you go on KLM and you say, I'm in Bucharest or I'm in Paris and I'm stuck, someone answer right there. And they actually, I believe they have like 30 languages. That's why they have 40 people. So they all speak in any language. That's something that you want to look at the big companies. They had 40 people, 30 languages. They're around the clock. That's what we're going to be doing at all levels. The quality of the creative is the X factor. I think I see too many marketers out there that are just putting stuff and whatnot, and I'm going to tell you the quality of the creative is really what makes a difference. And there's this chart that I show to everybody that engages us for creative, and I says you can pick two. You can only have two, not three, because three is not possible. So it can be good and fast or good and cheap, but it cannot be good, fast, and cheap. That doesn't exist. It just doesn't, you know. So remember that. Just make sure that your creative is great. The time to get started with Facebook is right now. Like, get going right now because it's not going to last forever. It's not going to be cheap forever. It's not going to be accessible the way it is forever. And if you don't, this is what you're going to see. You're going to be left behind. And you're going to be missing one of the biggest opportunity there is in marketing, which is take advantage of Facebook marketing. Facebook is predicting that by 2020, all the content on their platform is going to be mobile and videos. All of it by 2020, which is basically less than 2 years away. It's just basically a year and some out away. So it's right there. This is going to be all mobile, all video. So your content needs to be viewable on this, and they're going to be watching videos. That's what we want. Cisco is predicting that by 2019, 80% of all consumer traffic is going to be videos. 80% of all consumer traffic. Like, remember I was telling you, you will have a full-time videographer and a full-time video editor in your agency? Yeah. If you don't have it now, it's going to be next year. If you don't do it next year, it's going to be right after that. But you will all have a videographer and a video editor. And by the way, right now, you can still find people that are fairly affordable. But it's not going to be the truth forever. It's just wide open right now. In my opinion, there's not enough marketers that is creating engaging, educational, entertaining content. It's just not. And people are not taking enough advantage of Facebook marketing. They really are not. And when they're doing it, they're not doing it right. So in my opinion, it's just really, really wide open. And just basically remember, what you have to figure out is what do they want? Figure out what is their basket of oranges out there. And that is going to be your winning strategy with Facebook. My name is Antoine Dupont. You guys have been great. Thank you.